You know, someone with bad character. Come on now. Come on. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I have the first of a series, which is spilling tea with Anessa. Okay, so I'm gonna just do a little check-in and then we'll get started. I'm not as loud as I want to be because my son is sleeping. It's super early in the morning, but he's taking his morning nap. Alhamdulillah, he's 6 months, you all. He's starting to crawl. He's just got so big. Oh my goodness. We're gonna be pushing out a lot of content. I've been pretty slow with everything because I've been trying to balance being you know, a micro influencer, starting out, I guess that's what you call it, because I'm working with Peanut, and I'll talk about that later. And I do pods, and I do a lot. I do a lot right now, and so I've been super busy. And then of course, you know, Ramadan is coming, so we're in Ramadan prep, and we're super excited about that. And this will be my first Ramadan with a baby. So I'm just super excited with a lot of stuff. So this is the first episode of Tea Time with Anessa, or Spilling Tea with Anessa. Tell me down below what you want me to call it. But I asked everyone on my Instagram, make sure you follow. I asked everyone on my Instagram what they wanted me to talk about, and a lot of people said friendship. Shady. With that being said, I decided to pick some I guess topics, and this might be a part 2 for friendship, but I'm gonna go with the topic 1, with how to navigate your friendship in your life, like balance friendships and being a functioning adult. So let's get started. Okay, so for me, I feel like I can talk about friendship. I can give tips on friendship because I've been through multiple stages of life, okay? And I can say a lot of time friendships can be work, but they really, it just depends on the kind of person you are, but they really shouldn't be. I went through high school, I went through college, I went through getting married, and now I'm a mother. And all of those things have changed how I view friendship is something that's very necessary. And shout out to all the real ones that I'm friends with now, because they have taught me so much about myself and how to be a better woman and how to navigate this world, especially as a Muslim. So yeah, so you have good friends, you have bad friends, you have associates, you have people, you have toxic friends. And you know, all of those things have an effect on not just your life, but your family's life. Like now as a mother, there's just a lot of things I cannot take, and I have boundaries with my friends. And the same thing kind of happened whenever I got married. So I'm going to talk about my own personal experience on how to balance friendship in your life. For number 1, boundaries is key. And you know, while setting boundaries, you have to not just implement them but stick with them. And I was so bad at this. You know, I went from like the single girl mentality and just like living my life, always having time for my friends, always, you know, allowing them to do whatever they want to do in their lives, and just I'm gonna stick beside them. And like, once you're in a certain level of your life, like, you can't stick beside some behaviors, you know, like you just can't. And it's a hard transition from going from just being that yes man, that mat that people step on, and then flipping the script and being like, you know what, your actions are actually having an effect on my life, on my mental health, on my family, on me and the things that I want, especially negative friends. Negative friends that speak death on your situations. Speak death on what you want to do with your life. You're like, oh, I want to go to school for this. Oh, girl, you can't afford that. Or I want to get married. Oh, do you think you're ready for marriage? I'm not ready for marriage. We're all the same age, but I'm not ready for marriage. Are you sure you're ready for marriage? What if you get divorced? What if you get this? What if you... Blah, 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 blah. That's how you feel about yourself. Why are you bringing that on me? But when you're in a situation, sometimes you really take your friend's advice like, oh, yeah, we're the same age. Yeah. Until I realized, let me tell you something. Until I realized I was about to be stuck like them. I looked around at everyone and everyone was doing the same thing. Do I want to be doing the same thing in 10 years, 15 years? Same job? Same everything? Same city? No. That's not what I wanted for myself. And a real friend will tell you to elevate. Go and get married. I pray that you get married to the best of the best. I pray that you have a family that you want. I pray that you get what you want. But when people have self-doubt with themselves, they tend to speak. It's a reflection. It's projection. But I didn't understand these things. So I was just following a leader. But you yourself should be the leader. So, set those boundaries, stay firm with that. But 2, also remember where you're getting your advice from. It's sad. I know people don't like when I say this, but I have younger girlfriends because they really think when I first came here, they thought I was super young. But I have younger girlfriends and I'm like, I wouldn't take marriage advice from someone who's in a toxic relationship. I would just take heed, oh yeah, do this. And you know what? When you're getting the wrong advice, you feel it. You feel it in your heart, yeah, that ain't it. So it's up to you to decipher that. You have to be your own person. You have to have a sense of, common sense of where you're getting advice from. Why would I take relationship advice from someone who doesn't love themselves and just is taking, every compliment from a guy? Or I wouldn't take advice from that, and things can get very messy. So just, set your boundaries. Like I said, also make sure you know where you're taking advice. And then lastly, have patience, have patience with yourself, with people, be kind. I'm going to tell you, there's situations that I've had when I wasn't the kindest person. But here's the thing, just like I was saying, I was taking the wrong advice from the wrong people. I was, going back on my boundaries. So I was in a place of hatred. Not even it was discomforting. It was hatred. It was toxic. And when you're in those relationships and you're in those friendships, you're going to react. You're going to react in a negative way. You're going to let people take you out of your character. And character is such an important thing in friendship. Someone with bad character. Come on now. Someone with bad character, it's not it. And you sometimes have to have patience with them. You have to sometimes have patience with yourself and forgive yourself for accepting less. And right now, I look at everything that's ever happened in my friendships, and I'm at such a good place because one thing I can say is I do realize where I was wrong. You have to realize sometimes that you're not always right, that you're wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong in the way that I say things. I say the right thing, but I say it the wrong way. And I've worked on that with my new friends and people who do have patience with me. Because sometimes, as you're learning things in life, you do need people who have patience with you as well. Because you're going to have, falling outs and issues, or you're not going to always agree on the same thing. And if that person is just quick to be like, you know, slander you and say horrible things about you, and like just so quick to just go off the rails, it's your relationship is going to falter. Like, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. So you have to have patience with yourself, and you also have to have patience with other people. So hopefully these tips help you. And I mean, I have a lot to say about friendships. I feel like, for one, you have to be your friend first. And don't judge my hijab right now. My I have a hair treatment in. But yeah, you have to be your own friend first. And one thing I will say before ending this is, becoming your own friend, you can be harder on yourself and telling yourself like, oh man, you know, in the past I've really messed up. I really, you know, and it's okay. It's okay. And, you know, I do pray that the people who I like didn't have patience with, or I like was really short with, or like had an attitude with, like understand like sometimes that you do things and you allow things from people, and it's really hard on you, and so you kind of explode sometimes. But another topic that I do want to talk about is kind of like how Black people, especially Black friends, how they get treated when they express themselves. And I'll probably speak about that on another one, because yeah, it makes sense now thinking about everything. Sometimes when you're expressing yourself and you look like me, you get painted as the bad guy. Well, the bad guy's here. Anyways, thank you for tuning into the first. You can call it what you want to call it. I'm going to call it Anessa Spills Tea, or Anessa Spilling Tea Time. But at the comments, let me know. You know, tea time with Anessa, spilling tea with Anessa. What you want? And all my social media is Anessa Rose TV. And I'm also creating my own TikTok, okay, for the girls. So you want to know skincare, hijab tutorials, clothing, inshallah, I'll be making a TikTok and I'll be posting it on my Instagram. So if you want to know the name of it, go on my Instagram. Until next time, remember to love yourself. Love yourself and make up those days for Ramadan. Love you. Assalamu alaikum and peace out.